Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Tuesday. This is Game Day Live, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio studios inside the bunker. Undisclosed location, beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch and Instagram Live on the Let's Go Devils Network as the Devils are taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight at Benchmark International Arena, formerly known as Amalie Arena. Devils 13-4-1, taking on a mediocre Tampa Bay Lightning team. Corbin says, Solo Sam, no, just for a little bit. The great Vinnie Parise is heading down to the United Center to cover the Blackhawks, so right now he's stuck in traffic, but he'll be on a little bit later. So, yeah, I guess I am going solo for the moment. Wimpy, Brian Bradley is my favorite Lightning player of all time. I think my favorite Lightning player of all time is probably Manon Rhéaume. Years ago in that preseason game. It was love at first sight back in the early 90s. But that was great, having her in net. And then, my least favorite Tampa Bay Lightning has got to be Dan Boyle. Don't know why. I used to yell his name all the time at Continental Airlines Arena. Boyle, you suck. And say it over and over and over and over till I get told to settle down. Lawrence says Trotz has stated that the team is in a transitional phase. Talking about Barry Trotz of the Nashville Predators. And we've talked about this on the Let's Go Devils podcast and even on Game Day Live about possible players that could be coming to New Jersey. Focused on building for the future, acquiring picks and developing prospects. It might be open to some reasonable moves. But what does reasonable mean? Reasonable. Right now, the Devils, they've got a lot of injuries. But even through the injuries, they're showing that they are a playoff team. So it's not, you're 19 games in. You're about to hit the quarter mark. I would say this. It's safe to say that the Devils are in contention for a playoff spot. Because it's still a long season. But a playoff spot. Let's get O'Reilly. I would think so. Darren Pupa. Wow, we're bouncing all over the place. Darren Pupa, former Lightning goalie, RPI's favorite goaltender back in the day, Rensselaer Polytechnic. Is it Polytechnic or Polytechnical Technic? I think it's Technic Institute. I remember looking at that college when I was a junior year in high school, looking at RPI. Beautiful, beautiful school in Troy, New York. Anyway, happy Devils Tuesday to you, Select the Boy. We're going to find out soon, Wimpy, who's going to be in net for the New Jersey Devils, because everything's a game-time decision. A game-time decision. But the projected lines for tonight as follows. Heischer on the first line, centering Bratt, right wing, Gritzik, left wing. Second line, Mercer moves to center, left wing, Timo Meier, and right wing, downtown, Connor Brown. Again, game time decision if he's in the lineup. Third line, Lamico centering Nason on the right wing, Palat on the left wing, Glendening on the fourth line centering Cotter on the right wing, and left wing, Dadonov. Heck of a fourth line. Amanda Stein tweeting out, good indication here that both Brown and Dananoff will be good to go tonight against Tampa, as she says on X, or at least one of the two. I think it's going to be Connor Brown, definitely, just because he posted something on Instagram. Those little hidden notes, messages to the fans without saying it. With Lagare return to Utica, that would leave Shane LaChance as the only other forward available, according to Amanda Stein. Also, the Devils finally admitting it. We've placed forward Jack Hughes' finger, not hand, but finger, on injured reserve, retroactive to 11/13. We've assigned Lagare to Utica. Connor Brown and Evgeny Dananov have been activated off of injured reserve. That coming from the New Jersey Devils. So we're starting to get an idea right now here on Game Day Live who's going to be playing. Still no word on Dougie Hamilton. I think I talked to Scotty about a week and a half ago thinking it could be Florida Panthers that he may come back. But again, that was that seems like a long time ago. But Lupus not is. Happy Devils Tuesday to you, winner of the Rangers Suck Fortune Cookies, for dialing in into the filibuster and WFAN, jamming up the phone lines of just Devils Hockey Talk with Danielle McCartan, a good friend of the podcast. Troy, good evening, Devils fans. Well, good evening to you and happy Devils Tuesday to you. Oh, I wish I was down in Tampa right now. I wish I was at the team hotel. I need to take the podcast out on the road very soon. Meadowlander, can they put Jack in LTIR? It all depends. At week 6, maybe. God forbid they find something they don't like. When he goes for a follow-up with the doctors. Certain amount of time, I believe, says Max. Yeah, I'm not really up to snuff because all these rules have changed in the past couple of years. AJ Visco, what's going on, everybody? AJ Visco, are you down at the arena right now? I forgot to text Andrew Bunin, see if we can get a live look inside the arena. Should have done that, my homework, before the podcast, but, you know, things happen. Things happen. We're just waiting for Vinnie Parise to come onto the podcast. He's headed to the United Center. That Vinnie Parise, I'll tell you. Hockey News, pucksandpitchforks.com, Game Day Live. He is all over the place and a credentialed professional Hockey Writers Association member. Professional. Me, on the other hand, I'd rather be unprofessional as opposed to professional. Because we love our professionals here on the Let's Go Devils podcast, but we also love our unprofessionals as well. I got a quick story. There was a long time ago. I remember my friend, it was like, I think about 20, 25 years ago. There was this group that just started. And I think it's still around. I forgot her name, but her colleague, they weren't friends. They were colleagues at work. And she started this group called New Jersey Young Professionals. Yeah, New Jersey Young Professionals. Right? And it's a good place to mingle. You know, mingle and get to know other people. This is probably like online dating was in its infancy. So I got invited to one of these events. And let me tell you, I freaking hated it. Oh, my goodness. Oh. And I remember being in that setting, and I felt like, oh, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Anyway, long story short, I remember, and this is what made me leave the New Jersey Young Professionals outing at some like coffee shop somewhere. They gave me a name tag, and they said, here, put it on. And it said Samuel. And everybody, even though I told them my name is Sam, they called me Samuel practically the entire time I was there. And then they made play these like weird games like Jenga or something like that. And I just went out there and I swore that I was going to start a group called New Jersey Young Unprofessionals. Anyway, back to the game. Devils, Lightning. Let's see here. AJ Visco, did you answer my question? Are you at the game right now? He's unfortunately not. I just got off of work. Yeah, see, that's the problem. It's hard to balance work life and fun. But let's see. Hamilton, was he not put on IR? I don't remember. I think he was. There's been so many injuries, Max. I just can't even remember. But we're still waiting for Vinnie Parise, but on we go. Michael Hay, welcome to the podcast. Devils get first goal, leading by 1 goal going into the third period. It's the formula the Devils have been using to victory. Yeah, you know what? The Devils have to get off to a hot start tonight. They have to get off to a hot start. None of this sleepwalking. You got to pay attention to details because this is a Lightning team that can strike quickly. Very quickly. And before you know it, you're down 3-0. Even though they've been struggling this year, for the most part, you don't want to fall behind, especially when you've got guys coming back and guys, are injured, whatnot. But getting downtown Connor Brown most likely back is big news. Also, Danilov, which was surprising. Danilov is possibly coming back as well. I haven't seen much of Danilov at all, just like you. Let's see what the Devils can do with Danilov in the lineup. So, let's see here. Going on X, see if there's any news. Also, pucksandpitchforks.com. If you haven't been to that website, I'm sure you have. Go to that website. Beautiful, beautiful website. Love pucksandpitchforks.com. Also, State of the Fan address tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Yes. Max says that Markey's confirmed starting. Markstrom is in net. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Via Sam Kassan, good friend of the podcast. Let's see what else here. Let's see what Amanda Stein has to say. This is how we keep up with the news, everything in real time. Do you think, let me ask you this, because start putting in your predictions, but do you think this game's going to go into overtime? Put that in your predictions, because it might. Seems like it just always happens. Well, at least in the last 5 games. Yeah, Sam Kassan posting, Markstrom leads NJ Devils to the ice for warmups. He's your starter. As expected, Hamilton, Brown, Danilov, Dillon are all on the ice for warmups, but we don't have that game time decision yet. They're going to have to stretch it out. See if they can go. AJ Visco says Lightning gave up 7 goals to the Rags and 6 unanswered to lose to the Canucks. Tampa is going to be looking for a big turnaround. Yeah, I don't know what the story is on Victor Hedman, if he's playing or not. Just trying to think if this is really one of those trap games or not. I think I hear Vinnie Parise in the background. Not sure. His camera's not on, but I hear him in the background. Good old actually, I do see his camera on. I just don't have him on the... Hold on a sec here. See, this is why we have to do tech checks before the podcast, Vinny. We just can't get it done last second like that. But that's okay. I'm just busting his chops right now. Trying to get a split shot of me and Vinny all queued up, right now. And is Vinnie texting me? Oh, no. No Eric Cernak for Tampa Bay Lightning tonight. Anthony Cirelli returns, according to Dave Randorf. But, yeah. Well, Vinnie, I see you on my screen. I just got to get you up. Vinnie, when you're sitting still like that, Vinnie, I'll tell you, I can't tell if you're frozen or not, but you stood very still on the camera feed.
I can just freeze and make you think that or frozen, whatever it is. I probably should light it on knowing I'm back right now, but yeah, I looked like a fool for a second.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Vinny. Let's see if we can fix your internet feed here. You look pretty good. I like your hair. Are you?
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're getting a lot of predictions here in the YouTube live. So far, I mean, all the guys are on the ice. Brendan Dillon, Dougie Hamilton, Dadonov, Connor Brown, but there's no guarantees that they'll actually be in the lineup. Strategy move, or are the Devils truly cautious with these injuries?
Being cautious, I would assume. There's been a lot of injuries, and they have to know internally a tough stretch is coming. I mean, What did you say the record? They're 4-2. I mean, just an absurd record, even if you're fully healthy. I mean, they're right there with Colorado, right, as the best team in the NHL. But they're going to drop in power rankings because they don't have Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes is a sequential player in the National Hockey League. He's one of the very. I really think there's a GM in the NHL who wouldn't draft him top 10 in a redraft of the whole league. Including with his injuries, because this was not a hockey injury. He did not hurt himself playing hockey this time. It was a freak accident. And I believe it now with the report that it's his finger. And a lot of people doubt about Elliot Friedman's come the podcast, 32 Thoughts. That makes me feel better. Why does that make people go crazy that they initially thought it was like a season? And then the surgery was like, oh, no, never mind. It's just 2 months. I don't understand. The surgery works it. It's going to be a 2 month, and they'll reevaluate him in 6 weeks. And who knows? Maybe they'll say, it's a cut on your pinky finger. You wear gloves when hockey. Does it affect your gate shoe pass? Hopefully not. Yeah.
Caught bits and pieces of that, but I understand what you're saying, Vinny.
Is it that bad? Mine's showing great right now.
Yeah, it's breaking. I don't know. I don't know if it's your AirPods that's breaking up or your internet feed's breaking up, but something's breaking up.
You want me to try without it?
No, actually, no. Keep it the way it is, Vinny. We're gonna muscle through this, but 5-3 Diablos says, "Oh my goodness!" Predictions. Jim Norton says 5-3 Devils. Please no more OT. Says Lupus not is Dubs in regulation, please. Let's see here.
If they win, they win.
Yeah, Brooke Amanda says 2-1 Devils, no OT. Wimpy says 3-0 Devils. Wimpy with bold prediction. 7-2 Devils, AJ Visco. Brendan Warner says 4-3 Devils. 3-1 Devils, says Select the Boy. Then Lupus, is that another prediction? 6-1 Diablos. Max is 4-1 Devils. Rooting for Palak goal in the correct goal.
A Palak goal would be nice.
Yeah.
Just early scoring. Find ways to score early, like they did against Washington. Even though Washington came back and tied it, the Devils had that early lead after the bad news. And now the news has sunk in for everyone. They're still a good team. They still have Nico Hischier, who's a premier centerman in the NHL. You still have Timo Meier and Jesper Bratt, who are supposed to be premier wingers in the on defense. There's lots. Nemitz is starting to look real good. Luke Hughes is what he is. He's an offensive defenseman. You got good goaltending. Markstrom needs to step up, but over their careers, Jake Allen and Markstrom are reliable. Go out there and find ways to win until Hughes comes back. Nobody like the true deep cup can looked in the playoffs without him, but he'll be back long. We'll be laughing about the cut injury by the playoffs, hopefully. But, right now, you got to find a way.
Yeah. Wimpy says Chicago traffic stinks. He knows. He's a truck driver. He knows.
Sam, I've done this show from my car many times. I hardly have a problem to the United Center, on time to do the show from the parking lot. You can't say I'm often late, doing what I had to do today. People don't know drive when it's a little moist outside. I don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't understand it either.
Look, it's raining.
Yeah.
It's raining.
It does. That's a lot of water. Is it windy out there? I know it's the Windy City.
It's been really windy the last couple weeks, like to the point where like stuff on my front porch in my house was blowing over. But I don't see as they're moving a little bit out. There are no flags in my eyesight though.
Yeah. Corbin says 4-0 Devils.
Right?
4-0 Devils. Yeah.
Ooh, I would love them. Ooh, over the Lightning.
Over the Lightning.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, what's your prediction, Vinny?
I predict. Was the first game in Amalie Arena? It was, right? When they played the Lightning, it was like the third game of the season.
Yep, it was.
Okay, it's not going to be a blowout like that game. I don't think that's unrealistic to ask for. What did the Devils have, a 3-0 lead after the first 10 minutes of that game? I mean, they play Vasilevsky well, though. They play Vasilevsky real well in his career. I bet he doesn't have many nice things to say about playing, though he did him in a playoff series one time.
Yep.
I'm going to go 4-2 New Jersey Devils over the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, okay. So breaking the OT streak.
Yeah. Let's break this OT streak. Unless they go to OT, then I'll root for them to win. I won't care.
3-2 Devils OT, says Troy. Wow. This is what I'm going to say. With downtown Connor Brown, but the one person that I think is going to light it up, do you know who that is?
Who's that?
Shimon Nemitz. Do you know why? I'll tell you what reason why Shimon Nemitz is going to rip it up tonight. He got snubbed 3 stars of the week. He did not make the 3 stars of the week. Quinn Hughes took that.
Week,
yeah, he had a big week. I mean, I don't know. He had game winners, impact. I mean, basically got the Devils at least 3 points on his own.
You can argue 5. I think 5. He tied it late again. He had a hat trick against the Blackhawks, and he had the shootout winner against the Capitals.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he is absolutely on fire.
Yeah. So
and he's got almost as many points as Cooley.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's been telling me that lately.
But you know what, Sam? You liking Logan, not a bad take.
You know what?
But the proper take now is that they're both good players.
Yeah. It's not as bad as originally thought it was because
No.
I mean, even now, I'd still take Logan Cooley over Nemec. Even now.
Well, with Jack Hughes in.
Yeah. My thinking is 3 all-star centermen down the middle for the next 10 years versus a Luke Hughes Nemec pairing for 10 years. I mean, that's also equally as great, but there's something about having 3 centermen down the middle that you can roll all the time.
There's a weird stigma against being 3 lines deep in the NHL sometimes, though. Like, line has to be a checking line. Like, Nico, he could center an elite checking line. Like, it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. So, Lubas Not is saying that, asking, how are the Lightning minus 150 to win this game tonight?
Jack Hughes out, Price.
Lupus not
still
is
without Hamilton.
What are the Devils? Are they plus 300? Because
No.
I wouldn't mind. I don't know. I want to know where he's finding this, because I might place a bet if the Devils are like plus 250 or plus 300.
If I had to guess, the Devils are probably like plus 120.
Plus 120.
I can look really quick, because they're not going to be like heavy underdogs. Yeah, plus 140.
Plus 140. Okay, plus 140. Yeah. Okay.
Bet $100 to win 140.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about sports betting, but I figured if you're going to say Lightning minus 150, then you're probably as ridiculous on the other end. That was my mindset in thinking on that. But you never know. You never know. So, all right. So we're going to get out of here, Vinny. Thank you for joining late in the game, but that's okay. That's okay. It was pre-planned.
I appreciate it.
It was pre-planned. You know, we pre-plan everything here on the Let's Go Devils podcast. But Devils After Dark after the game. But before we go, we got to play the Downtown Connor Brown song before we go.
Yes, you do.
We played it on the Woo Report. It's debuting here on Game Day Live. So we're going to have Devils After Dark after the game with Scotty at Sirius XM, Liquid Metal, and I. But before we go, we're going to play Downtown Connor Brown.
Breaking news. Hamilton, Dadnov, and Dylan are all in for the Jersey Devils tonight.
But not Connor Brown.
Oh, Brown, Dadnov, and Dylan, all in.
Okay. So Brown, Dadnov, and Hamilton are in. Football calls could be happening tonight on Devils After Dark. We shall find out. What are the lines, Mike Rosenzweig? We talked about the projected lines earlier in the podcast. I'll go over it just real quick before we go and play the song, the Connor Brown
I got him
song.
right here if you want me to rip them.
Yeah, rip it right now.
Gritzik with Heischer and Pratt, Meyer with Mercer and Palamico and Nason, Connor with Glendenning, and first pair Siegenthaler Nemitz, second pair Dylan Hughes, third pair Klawowski and Markstrom in net.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Vinny. And we'll see you after the game. Till next time, let's go Devils.
Well, the Prudential Center Ice is the coldest part of town. And if you're wearing enemy colors, you better just beware of a man named Connor Brown. Now Connor's more than trouble. He's got hands like a surgeon's knife. All the Devils fans call him Downtown Connor Brown. Opponents just to call him good night. And he's bad Connor Brown, the baddest devil in the whole damn town. Faster than a breakaway goal, meaner than a nickel. History for check, you know. He's got a custom Sherwood stick, the curve just like a smile. Carbon fiber edges taped heel to toe, and a flow that's pure rock pile style. He's got a 40 Bolstees and east sides, and a side shot spawn with bone bat steeds. Lighted out in lower town, corners on my top line, speed lift for wear nipping knee. When Knicks make dangerous goals, best you can try to tough like Jack Cleans is weeping. His bylon on board, hardest goaler in the heart of torn. Flicking and leak, he's up a lunch, and tougher than a junkyard dog in a scrum. Well, the two men took to dropping gloves, the whole arena lost its mind. Fists were flying, jerseys torn, refs trying to break it in time. Connor came out looking like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple stitches on his chin. But he skated back to the bench smiling and dropped a hat trick just to rub it in. Yeah, he's bad, bad Connor Brown, the baddest devil in the whole damn town. Badder than old Marty Brodeur, meaner than a junkyard dog when the horn sounds loud. Let's go downtown, Connor Brown, still the baddest man in the whole damn town. You better step aside when Nightmare 16 comes tearing